in the last video, I left off where I had just gotten Isthmus tier. So I get that one grub. That was easy to find. And then I find that breakable floor, and I start exploring. This is an area I haven't been to, so I'm trying to find out what's at the end of it. And this area is filled with these worms that split. So yeah. Yeah, here we find the Flukmarm boss. And I just struggle with it. Mainly because I don't have any nail upgrades. So getting those little guys out of the way is a bit of a hassle. And it takes too long, so they just start piling on me. And they take me out. Take me out. So yeah, I just eventually decided, you know what, I need to get stronger before I try this boss. So that's what I do. So I gave it a good couple tries before deciding that. And so then I move on to a different area that I haven't been to, and in this area we have these like big slugs that are crawling around, and they are frustrating because you can't fight them normally. There's tunnels, and you have to get out of the way in order to avoid taking that double damage, and then you have a small window to hit them as you dodge. So yeah. quite an unpleasant spot. And you can see that I actually start using my nail arts a little more. And also, I must have gotten the dash slash nail art because I already have it. And I start using it here. And I just didn't record it. So there's another thing that I have in my arsenal. But I'm able to take them down and keep moving forward. And I make it to the junk pit, where I find this coffin-looking thing that's all chained up and locked. And since I don't have a key, a simple key, I can't open it. But it looks very intriguing. And then the exit that I find in the junk pit takes me up from like the area that looks like the fungal waste, but it really just leads into the City of Tears, right next to the nailsmith. And because I do have pale ore, I finally get my first nailsmith upgrade. And then I also find the relic trader, and I'm able to trade all the relics that I have gotten to this point, and I make a fortune. 7,000 geo, which is actually a lot for me. Probably the most I've had in the game so far. And just in those early fights that I do there with the guards and the lordly bugs, I can already tell the difference of how much stronger I am. You know, I'm pretty much killing everything in one or two less hits, making the fights quicker. Just the enemies are easier. So it's really important to get those nail upgrades for sure. And I save yet another little grub. And then I make it to the... what are they? The Sentinels. The Watchers. Yeah, the Watcher Knights boss fight. I didn't get very far into the fight because I didn't feel well equipped for it. Just because it seems like it's out of my skill level at the moment. They seem a little bit too tough for me. But yeah, I basically just kind of decide to continue exploring and find other upgrades before I go back to the Watchers. And since I'm pretty much now rich, I get everything I can from Sly and Cornifer's wife. So I pretty much have everything from them now. And I finally decided to come back and try the Crystal Guardian, now that I have a nail upgrade and a double jump. And yeah, he's pretty easy this time around. The Enraged Crystal Guardian, though, is a whole nother beast because he does double damage. And there seems to be a lot more lasers coming down at me. So I don't do that well against him. So I decided to keep exploring, see what else is in here. And I find another one of these essence trees. So I get too low trying to get past that little crystal shell critter. And I go back to the bench, and then I try the Enraged Guardian again. One of the problems that I see, that I have in these fights, like this fight with the Enraged Crystal Guardian, where I'm dying, is that my nail strike is very short, because I'm not using any upgrade to the length of my nail, which, you know, makes things harder. If I had it, I wouldn't be struggling as much to hit the boss, because I wouldn't have to get so close. Or other enemies as well. But I just don't have that upgrade at the moment, so I can't use it. So then I go back to the area where I had gotten the essence from the tree. And there's another path that I find, and I go through this path because there's more to grab. It takes me higher into the crystal caverns. Then I finally make it to Hollowness Crown, or pretty much the top of Crystal Peak, where I find all these strange glowy things and pale ore and that statue. And finally, after quite a few tries, I take down the enraged Crystal Guardian. And then I pick up that mask fragment after taking the boss down. And that is where I'll end that one. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, consider giving me a like, subscribing. See you on the next one.